Hello, my name's Jupiter Hadley, and today we're playing the game My Uncle Merlin. This is the demo version of this game, which is currently on Kickstarter. So if you like what you see here, and you want to help the game be developed and made, consider backing it on Kickstarter. The link to this demo will be the Kickstarter page. You can pick up this demo there and play it for yourself. This video, as always, is brought to you by the lovely people on Patreon who support me each month so that I can continue to record all these little indie games. If you'd like to support me or check me out on social media, all of that will be in the description as well. Alright. Let's play normal. Get a magic item that teleports you to a parallel universe just before you die. If you die, you must start again. Yeah, let's do normal. Uncle Merlin. Eddie, for the last few years you've been here. There's no denying that you've proven yourself. I feel like I can trust you. Thank you for saying that, Uncle Merlin. Your other uncles and I have decided that you're ready. Ready for what? You see, this building is not just a Royal University for arcane arts and traffic safety. It is also a vault, and we are its guardians. What are we guarding? All kinds of magical artifacts that could cause great havoc if only they found themselves in the wrong hands. That over there is the Purple Pearl. The Purple Pearl? The Purple Pearl, a gift from the gods. They've never dared to use it. Surely even an apprentice like you must feel the amount of power it holds. Yeah, I can feel it. That's why we must protect it at all costs. Imagine the evil forces wielding it. They could devastate armies in a blink. They could trample known worlds under their tyrannical foot. They could even break the whole universe. Oh, gods damn it, Eddie. I knew I couldn't trust you. Follow that pearl. How the hell's you watched helplessly as the thief disappeared above the clouds with your precious pearl. It appears that the rope tied around the thief is carrying its wielder through the air at great speeds. You've never seen anything like that. What now, Uncle Merlin? Now, Eddie, get that idiot dragon. We're going after them. Hold your socks. I'm not wearing any. Improvise. We're about to take off. Ah! Quit whining. It wasn't that bad. Well, you hyped it up for me. Darn it, I can't see them. That blasted thief couldn't have gone too far. We need to find that pearl before something terrible happens. Where should we look? Who do we ask? Uncle Merlin sits back into his recliner. Everywhere and everyone. I hope you're up to the task, because I need to lie down a bit. This excitement is bad for my heart. Wait, do you want me to fly the tower? Let me see your flying license. You hand your license to your uncle. He frowns a bit at it and mumbles something into his chin. You don't have your BDSM filled in. My what? Your body, soul, and mind scores. You got them when you took the flying test, remember? Can you remind me what those scores are? Dear gods, Eddie, are you drinking again? Body represents how physically fit you are. Soul measures your connectiveness to the universe. And mind is, well, how smart you are. I wouldn't be surprised if that one is negative. Don't tell me you forgot your scores. No, I remember them now. I'll just fill those in. Well, get on to it. Uncle Merlin hands you your license. Okay, so I have 3 points. I'm Edible Eddie Wizard. I'm a human and ogre. My sex is none. My age is enough to make sex jokes about. Okay. I'll put 1 in everything. You hand the license back to Uncle Merlin. All around decent, but nothing exceptional. This is so like you, Eddie. Actually, those scores show versatility, and spare me the story. We have little time to waste, so get going. Aren't you going to help me just a little bit? If you need to talk to me, I'll be right here. Now let me catch my breath. You're forgetting my age. But, go. You'll be fine. The universe is in good hands. Those last words are turning into a rhyme of rhythm of an old man snoring. It seems you're on your own for now. Well, he did say you could wake him up if you needed advice, so at least there's that. You better start looking for that pearl. It's only the safety of the universe on the line. This is like a outer space, suicidal grounds. Maybe the Bubble Telescope is where we should go. This is sort of like Merlin the Magician meets outer space. You've heard the famous Bubble Telescope, but you haven't been able to see it with your own eyes until this moment. On first glance, you realize where the name came from. It's a telescope on a giant bubble. You were wrong to worry about stepping onto it. The bubble seems pretty sturdy. Wizard-grade materials. Attached to the telescope is an elderly wizard who didn't seem to notice your arrival. Hello? What? Who? Are you trying to give me a heart attack? Don't sneak up on me like that. He takes a moment to catch his breath. Where are my manners? My name is Nicholas, a wizard, a scholar, and an astronomer. How can I help you? What is the Bubble Telescope? Many believe it's self-explanatory, and they are right. It is a telescope placed on a magic bubble that hovers high enough above the ground, so the sky doesn't get in the way of the view. Have you seen anyone flying by a magic rope? Can't say that I have. I've been very busy with much more important things than keeping notes on every schmuck flying around with their magical trinkets. Can I use the telephone scope? Telephone scope? Use the bubble telescope. Well, I paid to use the scope for today, but I suppose I could let you take a peek for 5 gold. What do you say? No way, I'm not paying for a peek. Hey, I'm paying for the time to use it too. I mean, that's true, but I don't know if I have any coins. Like, I have no idea. Let's look. I've got this. When you're about to die, it will transport you. Your foster org tribe gave you this before you left them to become a basic wizard. Here's the inscription. Eat, pray, love. On the center pendant. Okay. Oh, no, actually, it's eat, pray, love. Okay. Active quests. Alright. Character. Okay, I don't think we have any gold, actually. I didn't mean to wake him. Crap. You find Uncle Merlin sleeping on the chair, so you give him a gentle shake. What? Oh, it's you. What do you want now? What do you want, nephew? What should we do? Find the purple pearl before it's too late. Am I ready to cast spells yet? Of course not. You don't want to hurt yourself or even worse, me. No. Then stay away from spell casting until you're ready. Okay, Uncle. That's all I wanted to ask. Finally, Uncle Merlin immediately falls back asleep in his chair. You always admired his ability of his. I wanted to click this little journal. Oh, but I'd click there. Okay. Oh! I'm glad I didn't discard anything. Let's go to Suicide Grounds. That sounds great. You step aboard what can only be described as a ship deck, with the rest of the ship missing. A quick glance allows you to estimate you're about 300 miles above the planet's surface, or you could be 500. You've never been to space before, really. Staring into an abyss distracted you from the dozen mean-looking figures frowning at your way. You count 4 humans, 5 orcs, 2 dwarves, and a strange tentacle thing. What they have in common is that they look like trouble ready to escalate. They all seem to be wearing the same insignia, a skull with a cracked eye socket. Before you could express how cliché that is, an elderly orc with a stylish hairdo stepped up to you. He sized you up, head to toes, not trying to hide his disgust on his face. We're not interested. Go away. What do you mean? Not interested in what? The orc seems a bit annoyed by your persistence. These are the Suicide Grounds. If you want to join the Gorbians, this is where you come. The orc spreads his arms to present the grandeur of wooden platform. The grandeur of the wooden platform. And you, well, I wield weapons heavier than you. Even by just standing here, you're bringing us shame. Go away, Twig. I just wanted to ask you about the purple pearl. What? Somebody stole this huge purple pearl. We call it the purple pearl. And my uncle and I are looking for it. You don't happen to know anything about that? The orc lets out a heartful laugh. It doesn't surprise me that someone would steal from you. You look like an easy target. So no, your precious pearls are not here, and you can forget about joining the Guardians. Fair assessment. I'll be on my way. The orc just grunts to himself and returns to studying a letter of some sorts. The others slowly lose interest in you as you jump back to the tower and gently pull away from the platform. Flying teapot. Whoa! Why is a teapot flying around our planet? It used to be invisible until your Uncle Sebastian dispelled its magic. Now it's just a regular teapot. Why was there an invisible teapot in the first place? I don't know, it's a religious thing. I stay away from that kind of stuff. Neat. If you're finishing admiring pottery, we have more pressing matters to attend to. Right, Uncle, we're going. Let's go to Shady. You were minding your own business, traveling through space, doing basic ship maintenance, when all of a sudden you hear a voice from the darkness. Psst. Hey, kid. The metal brush with which you were grooming the dragon falls out of your hands. Hello? Who's there? A shady-robed figure comes closer to you, appearing out of thin air. Hey, kid, want to help a fellow traveler out? Can a fellow traveler help me? The best way to help yourself is by helping others, don't you think? Okay, fine. What's your problem? My friends have gone missing. I fear something terrible has happened to them. They were last seen somewhere in this area, but the area is just too big, so I figured if only I had a way of searching the area more efficiently, I would surely find him. What did you do next? Naturally, I went to borrow the telescope floating on a bubble. I figured it would help me find them, but that mean old wizard, Nicholas is his name, wouldn't even let me near it. So what can I do? I'll tell you what you can't do. You can't reason with that man, and oh, I've tried. He's not an empathetic individual like you and me. Oh no, he's a mean old git. His heart is colder than my marital bed. But what can we do? We must do what needs to be done. We have to take the telescope, no matter what. Do you think you could do that for me? I don't want to steal anything. Oh well, that innocent people will die. Leave it open. Think about it. If you somehow stumble upon the telescope, I'll be here waiting. Halfway through that last sentence, you could barely make out his silhouette. So now I need money to use it. I don't have any money. Oh, I've got like 1,000 gold. I can use the telescope. Sneak up to the wizard and push him off the bubble. Yeah. You carefully approach the wizard from behind and give him a push of his lifetime. With a scream, he tumbles off the bubble, but before he manages to fall very far, he creates another bubble, which is now carrying back up to you. Take the telescope and run. Quickly, you grab the telescope by the tripod and stumble back into the ship. You can hear the wizard blasting all kinds of offensive spells at you, but luckily your uncle ward the ship tightly, and the spells just disintegrate on impact. While you drifting away from the bubble, a thought comes to your mind. What have I become? You're helping this guy. I mean, he might not be the best, but you're helping him. A shady figure materialized in the same spot where you found him the last time you spoke. Oh, it's you. Did you get the telescope? No stolen telescope here. Sorry. Do let me know if that changed. I do have a stolen telescope. I don't want to talk to him. I want to click on this. I definitely have a telescope. I have a telescope. You're wasting my fuel. I have a limited fuel, I've noticed. Resting in the interplanet void, an apparition catches your eye and its incandescent glow. I don't know. From the waist up, the apparition is a bald, masculine figure with a network of veins illuminating by liquid ember flowing through them. Below that, however, there's only a vortex of pure energy swirling and sparkling, making you wonder about the reproductive rituals of such a creature. Wave to him. It looks like you caught the creature's attention. You decide it would be for the best to greet him with a friendly wave. Hello there. The figure scans you with its flaming eyes before speaking to you with a heavy accent. Zogor returns your greetings to you. Zagor is the name given to me by my godfather, Borzig. God rest his soul. He extends his hand towards you expectantly. Shake his hand. His hand is hotter than the kettle of fish soup resting above the campfire. Your knee-jerking reaction is to pull the hand back, but Zogor's firm grip is preventing you from doing that. Burning sensation is alleviated by the confusion created by Zygor moving in and kissing you 3 times on the cheeks. We are friends now. A wide grin covers his otherwise harsh face. Do you want to play with Zorgan now? Play? Like a game? Yes, a game. What kind of game? It is game Zogar learned from your people. It is called Be Truthful or Daring. Truth or dare? Seriously? Yes, Zogar is very powerful. He can make anything happen. That is why Zogar is very good at this game. Wait, what? You can make anything happen? Zogar is a Jinjin. We are very powerful. There is no limit to what Zogar can do. I love Zogar. Actually, I could go for a game of truth or dare. Good. Zogar goes first. Are you truthful or daring? Truthful. Does Zogar's neck look fat to you? You notice he's extending it extra hard. I mean, a little bit. No. He exhaled in relief. Zogar hoped you'd say that. Okay, now your turn. Zogar, are you truthful or daring? Zogar is always daring. I dare you to share your knowledge. There's so many dares! There's so many dares! I dare you to share your knowledge of magic with me. Zogar doesn't learn magic like your kind does. He is magic. Well, can you make me more like you? If you want to wield magic, you have to understand magic. Your capacity to understand is limited with your primitive construction of the mind. He reaches out and grabs your head with both of his hands. Maybe if the rest of that sentence is lost in a sea of pain that suddenly emerges from somewhere in your head. You could be screaming in agony for all you know, but you're not able to hear yourself. After a few seconds that seemed much, much longer, you start to regain your senses. In fact, you regain even more senses than you previously had. Permanent mind bonus +1. There. You are now able to be better understanding magic. This means Zogar has won. Okay, Zogar, you won. Are you happy now? Yes, don't feel ashamed. Zogar is better than all of his friends. Now that you've lost, Zogar needs to find a new friend to defeat. If you find some, send them his way. Will do, Zogar, will do. You leave Dingy learning that the only one bigger than his biceps is his ego, and I think he was so shy when you first met him. I love Zogar. I have the telescope. Okay. Well, it is a demo. Maybe the demo didn't want me to push that guy off like I did. I don't really know, but I need to buy some fuel, so. You approach a colorful floating tent right in the middle of nothing. There are all kinds of trinkets displayed around it. Bronze pots, dragging glass beer mugs, and if you even wonder what doodads look like, this is probably it. A gnomish-looking figure with hot pink eyes emerges from the tent. Cheap, cheap. Excuse me? Cheap, cheap. Are you a bird? Everything's cheap. You want to buy? Let's see what you have for sale. Herbal tea. It's probably Sage said teabag. Yeah, probably. There's a souvenir. Okay. There's a jar. There's a sheep. It's worth 200 dragon calories. Okay. Golden sheep. Top-notch sheep. Let's grab a golden sheep. Cool. Maybe that'll give him fuel. I don't know. Let's go to the space bar. This is the space bar, an ill-repute den of smugglers, thieves, and other sorts of criminals. The windows are sealed to obscure whatever's going on inside. A blank wooden plank hangs above your head as you walk through the front door. You entered the... I feel like 3 was spelled wrong on the last page. But it is a demo. I'm just stating that so that if the developers happen to watch this, they know. You enter the room-shaped cloud of smoke and cough a good measure before your eyes start to adapt to the difficult conditions. A bartender's silhouette appears to be a couple of steps in front of you, so you approach steadily. The bartender doesn't seem amused by your presence. What do you have? What do you recommend? Brandy. Homemade. How much is it? 400. 400 gold for a glass of brandy. Are you insane? Homemade. Yes, you said that already, but still. No thanks, it's too expensive. I'll have some ale. He pours you a mug and pushes over the counter. 5 gold. That's a bit pricey for simple ale. Alright, fine. He takes the gold from you silently and continues with the pointiness cleaning of the glassware. The ale tastes like sweaty water. There is something acidic to it that doesn't sit well with you. At least you know what not to order next time. The bartender continues to look at you silently. I'm looking for someone. Can't help you. The person is... I only serve drinks. Aw. To keep your word and leave the tavern. Oh, I was trying to, like, get a drink to be polite so that I can then have conversation. It was all a waste. Marbler. You've never really seen a Royal Navy ship before. It reminds you of something described in the prose of Julian Vernon, modern scribe. Your uncle doesn't let you read his scrolls as he finds fiction only suitable for children. You approach the officer who seems to be stuck with taking civilian reports for the day. Hello? The officer gives you a drowsy look with his bloodshot eyes, then gives you the biggest smile. Gull sent you. Yes, he did. That's brilliant. Just give me the package. I don't have it with me. Oh, I understand. Everything goes on the down low. He winks at you. Then do let me know when you get it. Is there anything I can do for you right now? I want to report the theft of a bubble telescope. Oh yeah, I heard about that one. Do you know anything about it? I told you everything I know. I want to report a shady figure. Why would you want to do that? He asked me to steal the bubble telescope for him. Did he actually steal it? No, but then he's fine. People say all kinds of stupid things. We can't go around arresting them for that. But is there anything else you'd like to report? Stolen pearl. Alright, what did the pearl do? The pearl was stolen from us by a thief. I see you got confused. You want to report the guy who took your pearl. Yeah, my bad. Anyway, the thief was a smaller person dressed in black. He has a magic rope that can fly. Are you married? What? No. It's usually the spouse, man. I don't know if you want to hear it. I know you don't want to hear it, but, like, I'm positive that's what happened. Well, it's not. This was obviously a well-trained thief. Yeah, well, leave the assumptions to us. I've written down everything you said, and I'll keep an eye out for the guy who took your rope. The pearl. The thief stole the pearl, using a magical rope to escape. I think it's too early to say that at this stage of the investigation. You let out a lengthy sigh. Is there anything else you'd like to report? Not right now. Okay, so I'm going to go on a wing here and say, I'm going to look at what's for sale. I'm going to buy herbal tea. I'm going to leave. I'm going to go here. I'm going to continue. Eddie, that's right, Eddie, did you get the stuff from Gull? Not yet. Oh, I wanted to give him the tea and see if that was going to be good enough, but I don't think it was. Oh, there's something here. You approach a relatively large crowd of people sitting in their carts with a lot of stuff beside them. They are the Royal Navy's representatives all over the place, but they seem to just stand around, and these people aren't moving anywhere. A middle-aged woman is trying to make eye contact with you and call you over. Sorry, sir, could you spare some gold for food? My girl is starving. We've been stranded for a while. Sure, here's 10 gold. Oh, thank you so much. You're very generous. It'll help us last a couple of days. No problem, it's the least I could do. She shouts something to the man in the cart beside her and shows him the gold you've given her. Even though you don't speak a language, you're pretty sure he cursed a lot. But in the end, he gave her a package wrapped in paper. She appears to be thankful. Sorry, I had to ask that, but when it comes to my daughter, it's hard for me to think about anything else. What is this place? It's a refugee caravan. A lot of us came running here from the war that's been raging on in our world. We're looking for a better place to raise our families, away from the bloodshed. What you see here is everything we have. Where are you from? We're from the forest planet Togasi. Despite having a little rain, it's a lovely place to live. Well, it was a lovely place to live until the war. Now it's rainy and dangerous. Why are you camped here? Your planet doesn't exactly want us, so we're being held here by our military. They told us it's only temporary, but we've been here for weeks. Tell me about the war. What is there to tell? A war is a war. Always senseless, always avoidable, but yet here we are. There's no special story about the war we escaped from, not if you ask me. I'm sure many people would tell you differently, but I'll leave that story to them. If you ever get anywhere near Tokes, you'll get many visions, so you can take your pick. Is there anything else I can do to help? Well, no, that would be too much. Come on and tell me. We've been stuck in this caravan for way too long. Sure, the girl helps us for food, but it's only temporary. We need to get out of here somehow. Do you have any idea how? Oh, we could sneak aboard your vessel, so you could drop us off somewhere. Some nice place, preferably, where we could start our new lives. Okay, you can come aboard. Oh, thank you. She leans over the cart and gives you a big hug. You have no idea what that means for us. You've saved our lives. Let's not get carried away. My name is Lim, and this is my daughter, Mew. She pulls down an improvised curtain made from a repurposed blanket and reveals a really chubby little girl sleeping on the other side of the cart. I'm Eddie. Let's not waste time here. Agreed. She puts on a large bag over her shoulders and takes the sleeping girl in her hands. We don't really need all the other stuff. We'll find better stuff when we get our lives together. You make sure none of the Navy guys are paying much attention before you help Lim and Mew get into the tower. It's beginning to dawn on you that you just made a serious commitment. You hope it works out. So there's this thing. You climb down the tower doors and open them, only to be greeted by an upside-down face of George the Dragon, who calls you for a brief talk. Hey, handsome. I know you're super busy with the secret mission and all. Just wanted to let you know that we're kind of getting lower in the spectrum of our fuel reserves. Nothing to worry about yet. Just keep in mind that if we don't have fuel, we won't be able to move. Like in the middle of nowhere, that can be a very bad thing. I understand, so how do we refuel you? Oh, you know, just toss a good meal my way. I'm not very picky. It can be anything edible. Ha, I said your name. You sure did. Anyway, just bring me anything or anyone, if you get what I'm saying. If push comes to shove, just send someone over here. If it's not you, I'll eat them. That should be your final resort, of course. So I've got 2 new people on my ship, and I could feed them to my dragon if I wanted. Of course. A good old sheep is always preferable to humanoids, but it doesn't hurt to know your options. Got it. That's all I had to tell you, Eddie. Now, don't be a stranger. Feel free to come down here and talk to me when you want. I will, George. Bye for now. Bye. Alright, so I've got... Don't I have a sheep? Didn't I have a sheep? Alright, failed quest none. Completed quest truth of the neck. You told Zoe what you think about his neck. Oh, okay. Follow that pearl. Get a package from Gil. Tell the guy. Get a telescope. Okay. So, I could probably feed you. This is a map. I could probably feed you. Like, I have... I'll grab one more, but I have, like, food. Like, I have 985 gold. So I can get cheap. Oh, did I hit deal before? I wanted to buy more from you. Oh, this is the bubble. Let's go here. How do we use it, though? I don't know. I have to wait until he completely runs out. You set foot on a lavish space vessel with a stylish embled painting across its sails. Their brand recognition levels must be off the chart, since even you immediately realize you're on one of the Spartacus Inc. ships. An usher directs you to the nearest available agent on the upper deck. She gives you a glance through her teal spectacles and rolls her eyes in frustration. You find nothing unusual about that reaction. She takes a deep breath and recites a deadpan instruction. Welcome to Spartacus Inc. My name is Veronica. How may I help you today? I remember your people from your organization raiding my org tribe. So you met our acquisition department. I hope it was a pleasant experience. Everything about her tone is saying she doesn't really care if it was pleasant. It was very traumatic, actually. We always strive to improve. Your feedback is valuable to us. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Why is it that you're here exactly? We can provide you with top quality workers for any type of job. Whether you need some heavy lifting around the house or a tutor for your child, Spartacus Inc. is the #1 workforce dealer in the system. When you say workforce, you mean slaves, right? We try not to use the S word as it has some negative connotations and tarnish our public image. But it is technically slavery. Yes. Don't you think what you're doing is wrong? Why would you think so? I don't think people want to be slaves. We provide our workers with regular meals, housing for them and their family, and a job security for life. Where in this economy can you find such a deal? People stand in lines to apply. They do? Of course, it was a little presumptuous of you to think otherwise, but luckily I'm also here to educate our clients. Now, is there anything else I can help you with? I have to go. I didn't like that woman. Landing back on the academy grounds, it occurs to you there are 2 passengers who might like to get off here. It's up to you if you want to offer them, though. Ask Lim and Mule to stay here. Hey, Lim, I've been thinking maybe it's a good place for you and Mule to start looking for a new place to live. What is this place? It is where I learned to become a wizard. Maybe you can find a job here. If not, there should be something in the nearby village. I think you'll be fine here. That sounds wonderful. Thank you, Eddie. I can never repay you for what you've done for us. Actually, I can think of something. Oh, of course, I forgot about it. You're talking about the scarf. I've been making back at the tower. Here, it's yours. It's the least I could do. Not what I had in mind, but thank you. Take good care. Eddie, good luck on your travels. Thanks to you. You depart with the duo knowing that you've done something... Done something nice for someone and got rewarded with a cool scarf. Alright. Let's look at our inventory. So we bought this scarf. It's really good. I've had a lot on our hands while escaping the terrors of war. Oh, I didn't want to discard it. Oh, I keep thinking that's like a... That's sad. Will you take this stuff yet? Okay, did you get a telescope? I have it right here. Delightful, I knew I could count on you. Whoever said there was no kindness in the world left forgot about the space. Now, I'd love to stay and chat, but I need to find my family. Family? You weren't looking for your friends? We are that close. His voice fades away as you lose sight of him. Alright, so I've done a couple of quests. Yeah, I know you're hungry, but I don't. Hello, friend. Have you returned from the round to be truthful or daring? Ah. Can I be truthful again? No, you were truthful last time. Don't be a coward. Alright, I want to be daring. Be a fringer of an orc. How am I supposed to do that? You find out. It is your dare. Come back when you get it. Seems that what's left to do is take off with a complete dare from Djinn called Zygor. Alright, Zygor. Our ship's gonna stop in a moment, and that's okay. I can't. I'm exhausted, Eddie. There's not even an ember in me. I'm all out of juice. Tell me you got something for me, Eddie. Because if you don't, we're screwed so hard, it's not even funny. I have a uranium sheep for you. Wow, I'm speechless. I didn't even know they imported those. Seems like they're easier to obtain in open space. Tell me about it later, but get to bringing me that sheep right now. Here you go. The sheep illuminates your faces as you bring it out for George. He makes a short ordeal out of it. Can I just say, I feel like I'm adopting a healthy glow already. Okay. You do seem a bit glower. Oh, you're just saying that. Thank you for the special treat. You're welcome, George. Now I'm going to buy one more. Because... Oh, they don't restock. That's bad. Go away. You blocked the view. Okay. Still haven't found Gil. Let's go here. Landing on the glades is like coming to a beautiful meadow, only the meadow is not attached to any planet. It's just there. There are people in white robes walking around a stone structure whose purpose you're not really sure about. One of the people advances towards you with a big smile on her face. Welcome to the Mystic Glades. I am Vesna, the head priestess of our druidic coven. +1 soul. I sense that you have a connection with nature ready to be developed. Is it why you're here? No, I'm not here for druid training. I'm ready a wizard apprentice. My name is Eddie. Eddie. Peculiar name. I didn't say edible. You never do. What can I do for you, Eddie? Did someone with a magical rope drop by here? No, the person you're looking for avoids places like this. How do you know that? Thieves don't like us, and we don't like them. But how did you? Never mind. Tell me about your coven. We are the protectors of nature. Our powers come from life itself. This is our sacred place where we gather in times of need. Why have you gathered now? Perhaps I could tell you. I feel you'd understand. We have a sense that our sun is growing weaker. Nobody knows why or how, and that's why we're here now. We need to do something, and fast, or all life in the system is doomed. What are you going to do? I know what has to be done. We need a crowning of flowers ritual. Some of the others are not quite convinced. How can we convince them? I'm glad you're on my side on this. Well, you're a wizard. Couldn't you cast a little spell to help convince them? I'm not allowed to cast spells yet. I'm still learning. Is there a better way to learn than by trying? That's a good point, but what kind of spell would help? Anything that could obscure the sun a bit, just to emphasize the effect. I only need to find such a spell. Can always ask someone more experienced. True, I'll figure it out one way or another. Thank you. We need to do something before it's too late. Why are the others against ritual? They are very conservative and very cautious. They don't believe the threat is real. If we could just prove it to them. I have to go. Until we meet again, Eddie. You find Uncle Merlin sleeping. Do you know a spell that causes magical darkness? What kind of grand wizard would it be if I didn't? Of course, Uncle. I was just wondering in theory how would one go. It's one of the easiest spells there is. You just take an obsidian jar and give it a ride through the darkness of space. When you need it, you just say, Noctis Jardis Expandis, and then open up the lid. The language of magic sounds so exotic. Poppycock, you just end every word with S, and Bob's your granduncle. That does sound simple enough. Eddie, if I catch you casting that spell, I'll turn you into a frog for 2 weeks. Don't worry, Uncle. I only asked in theory. Tell me a bot. So I wanted to ask. Oh, yeah, I don't want to go that way. I want to go here. We keep going to this, like, merchant place. We're gonna, like, spend all of our money. Alright, let's grab the jar. We should have sold them the scarf as well. Okay. Glades must be most... I have a spell. Oh, you wonderful boy. Cast it now while they're still here. You take out the obsidian jar from your backpack and prepare yourself to say the magic word. Nuculus. I don't remember it. Joris. Ramus. You open the jar and theoretically you cover your eyes with your arm. Quickly you realize it doesn't make sense. You pretend to wipe sweat from your forehead. Nailed it. Try tapping the bottom of the jar with your palm, but nothing else comes out. Vesna is overwhelmed. Are you sure you got the spell? I think I just messed up the words, I think. Do you want to try again? Maybe I should ask your uncle. Okay. Alright. How does the magic darkness spell? In theory, of course. Okay. Noctis Joris Expandus. Noctis Joris Expandus. Noctis Joris Expandus. Noctis Joris Expandus. Awesome. Noctis. Noctis Joris Expandus. You open the jar theoretically and cover your eyes with your arm. Quickly you realize it doesn't make sense. Pretend to wait. What? You did it. A soft, fluffy cloud of darkness puffed out of the jar and started sprawling itself across the general area. Well done, you wizard. I knew you had it in you. There's no time to waste. I'll go convince the rest of the coven. After some thoughtful discussion with your coven, Vesna comes back to you. It worked. We've decided for the crowning of the flower ritual to help the sun. That's great. When will you do the ritual? As soon as we sort out who will be the Queen of Flowers. What does that title bring? Honor. The title is purely symbolic. The Queen of the Flowers does not become an actual queen or gain any powers. This shouldn't be problematic then, right? Can't you just be Queen of Flowers? I wish I could, but it's not a good idea. Can I or someone with me be Queen of Flowers? Traditionally, it's always a girl, usually young, but it could be a grown woman, hence the queen part, so you can't. But if you know someone who could apply it, let me know. Oh, I wish I brought the girl there. I could let her become, and then she could... Oh. I wonder if I can grab them and then go, hey, I know I said that you should live here, but you shouldn't live here. You should live in this other place, and I got rid of you too soon. I don't want to be here. I want to go around this planet, but also sort of through it. Man, this is a waste of fuel. You found out the settled tavern nearby town gives you lodging and food, and then, oh wow, most started learning the language, had no trouble finding friends. No, I wanted to borrow one. Crap. Well, I guess I'm gonna stop here. This game's pretty cool. I really love the graphics as well, and I like kind of being in outer space, but also being a wizard. There's definitely a lot going on. If you'd like to check out this game and back it on Kickstarter, again, there'll be a link in the description. Thank you very much for watching and liking, commenting, and subscribing. Bye.